Hello, everybody. I'm your host, Eric Bird, here at StopStrugglingNow.com. And today, we're going to talk about credit. But I want to know, why are you always concentrating on trying to get credit? Credit cards, things that you're going to buy, and it goes down in value, and you get debt? We're going to talk about options to give you soft inquiry credit cards. But after I talk about that, we're going to talk about getting assets without credit. No credit check, no qualifying. Real estate, ladies and gentlemen. You can do it. Anybody can do it because there's no barriers to entry. Unlike that credit that you're trying to get and use your credit cards, we don't need a stinking credit score. And welcome to Foci Optics. Check. Stop struggling now gear. Check. And please like, subscribe, and click the bell below so you get the latest updates. Now, let's get to it. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and I want to thank you so much for being here on the Stop Struggling Now YouTube channel page. And of course, I please humbly request that you share the videos to try to help other people. That's what we're doing here at the SSN Nation. And once again, I always have to point out the join button over here on the right hand side. That's how you get special messages under the community tab, and you receive 1 or 2 videos per month specifically for you. And also on the Wednesday night lives, you are the only ones that can be in the chat room, and there are other perks. So click the join button to find out about the other perks that you can receive. Now, let's get into this credit card, credit, debt. All the time people want these credit cards. What are you doing with these credit cards is the real question, because once you get the credit, most people go out here and buy frivolous things, meaning things that go down in value, and then are willing to pay more than what it was worth. And why do I say it's more than what it was worth when you pay for it? Is because most people aren't paying off their debt within 30 days. So now you're paying the interest on top of the price that you already paid, but the value of the item has already decreased. That is not what you're supposed to be doing with your credit. Now, if you don't need credit, then therefore you're not going to be out here trying to waste your time getting credit, right? So everybody knows you can buy cars with bad credit. Hell, you can even get homes with bad credit. So then what else is there that you need to keep buying things on credit, getting credit cards? You have to start changing up the game a little bit, ladies and gentlemen, because they're going to be strict on credit cards and limits. So what aren't they strict on? They're not going to be strict on business credit. So that means you need to figure out how to start a business and start generating revenue. Your business having $10,000 a month or more in revenue gives you lines of credit without even having to worry about getting credit of any sort. But I'm still going to talk about credit today before I move into something else, especially what I've been talking about in 2021, acquiring assets. Now, if you're using credit to acquire assets, I like that. That's what we're talking about here in 2021. But we're not trying to get hard inquiries anymore. All right? No need. Now, let's get into a few things. Let's go to it right now. I'm going to give you this right now first. 11 months ago. What if 11 months ago, almost a year ago, you would have not have to worry about credit, acquired real estate, which is an asset, and been paying on it like you're paying on a car that's going down in value, except you're paying on a car that goes down in value for 5 months, 5 years, 6 years, 7 years, hell, some people have 10-year notes. But the point I'm trying to make is for something that goes down in value and then you're going to have to turn it into an asset, meaning is it going to bring you in some money? Most people are content going out here buying stuff that has no value, not bringing in any money, but yet you could buy real estate, spend 2 years putting in your car payment, so to speak, and at the end of that time, you have something that can give you money back and it has went up in value and give you money back for the rest of your life. What part are you not getting, ladies and gentlemen? Meanwhile, a lot of you are going to do what I'm about to talk about right now with getting loans, credit cards, more credit, more credit, more credit. Assets, ladies and gentlemen, that's what you should be concentrating on. Now, I'm going to get into the credit, all right? But we're going to go through this real fast because I went through this. This is DCU credit, and a lot of people, I tried to get to sign up for it. And if you still want to sign up for DCU, it's a credit union, then please send me an email at eric@stopstrugglingnow.com or support@stopstrugglingnow.com, and then I can give you a referral link. If you were a member and you had a COVID situation and needed a quick $2,000 loan, for instance, you could have just went here. They give you a 12-month loan. Okay, let's call it $88 per month. No credit check, ladies and gentlemen. No hidden fees. No hidden fees, no credit checks. Build or improve your credit by making on-time payments right. Again, soft inquiry is all you should be looking for right now, in my opinion. The credit crunch is going to happen, ladies and gentlemen. They're going to reduce the credit. They're going to make people have to have a higher than a 740 credit score to get anything decent coming up when the economy goes worse. All right? Now, we're going to keep going. You guys are familiar. In fact, all the links are down below for everything I'm talking about. All right? Here's Credit Strong. A lot of people have still messed up their credit due to they lost their job. They don't know what to do. Well, here's how you rebuild your credit. You do the Credit Strong. You do the self-lender. At least they report installment trade line and you'll get your on-time payments back. At least you'll start establishing. But again, no credit check, no qualifying. That's what you need to do. This is not an asset, but your credit can be an asset when you use it properly. Now, self-lender, they're up next. Self-lender, you get 2 for 1 with self-lender. You can start with the installment trade line. Then, as you make payments, you accumulate a balance in your account. You can transfer that balance over to a secured card. So now you could have 2 items reporting, and once again, no credit check, no qualifying. How's that? That's not bad. Coming up later this year, you can get on the wait list right now, is Black Steel. Black Steel, no credit check, no qualifying. What are they going to do? They're going to do what the future's going to be. They're a fintech. They're going to log in. You're going to use something called Plaid. A lot of people may be familiar with this, where you log in and they link and look at your bank account to see what you're doing in there. Then they issue you a credit limit based on whatever your bank account shows. This is going to be treated as a credit card, but anything you charge should be paid back within 30 days, the old charge card method. But they still are going to report to all 3 credit bureaus to help build your credit. No credit check, no hard inquiry. You can see the video with the CEO live on the channel if you search the Stop Struggling Now channel. I made 2 videos. One, I cut it up and just did the video with the CEO by himself, and then the other one's on a live stream, which could be 2 or 3 hours. That's how we do live streams, in case you're not familiar. But Black Steel, and by the way, on the live stream he mentioned something that's not even on their page. He was talking about a $30 bonus for referring other people. The top refers, which means the top 1,000 refers, get the Black Steel card at the end of 2021 this year. The remaining people who's going to be on the wait list won't get theirs till spring of 2022, most likely. But right now, if you would have been watching on the SSN Nation live stream, you would have found out by referring other people, you could have $30 coming to you. Referral marketing, ladies and gentlemen. And of course, the link's down below here in the description. Tomo credit card, even though I don't have it up on the screen. I see I didn't pull it up, but it's all right. They work the same way. Tomo credit card, except one little problem. Tomo credit card, they only report to one credit bureau right now. They are out. So you can actually sign up with them right now and improve your credit. No credit check, no qualifying. In fact, I don't even know why I'm going to have to keep saying that. Everything I'm talking about here is no credit check, no hard inquiry. So therefore, that's standard issue. So therefore, you're not even getting hit on your credit report with anything. All right, well, I see this Tomo credit and my Wi-Fi's been acting weird over here in the state lately. So we're just going to have to move on. But anyhow, the link is down below for Tomo credit. Now, BHG, another place for no credit check. No personal collateral. It depends though. So again, this is BHG, Bankers Healthcare Group. Check them out. Depending on what you need, they might have to do a hard inquiry. So I misspoke earlier. But most of the time, you can see down here on the right hand side, applying has no impact on personal credit. All right. So that's another option for you. You can go look at that. Now, John Legend and partners are trying to create credit.ai that you can only get, you can see here at the Apple Store, the Google Play Store. That's where you go get this. It's not out yet. Get on the wait list. All right? That's it. Get on the wait list, ladies and gentlemen. No credit check, no qualifying. X1, down below. The same thing. Get on the wait list. Get your invite going. Help other people out. Same thing we always talk about here. Benjamin Finance. They're doing just what X1's doing. They're coming out to another fintech. Get on the wait list. Share your link with other people. The link is down below. Now, Grow Credit. I've talked about this several times. You guys know all you have is, if you have Hulu, Netflix, anything that's under $15 a month, they report to your credit bureau. But the thing with them, you just simply make the payment and they then take it out of your account and then they report. That's it. Something you already do, except you run it through them. If you want to use something that you pay more than $15 a month, then they start charging you. But needless to say, it already works 15 and under. A lot of people now have streaming services 15 and under, so you might as well use this method and get a bonus by getting it reported. This is another reason these fintechs are doing all this. This is another reason why credit score requirements are going to go up, because more and more people are going to be able to improve their credit score going against what the credit bureaus are doing. So now if people aren't going to have hard inquiries to have their credit dinged and still be able to get credit, now that means I'm getting credit without having these dings. That means my credit score is going to be higher now. Now I can get credit without anything to do with the car guys, the housing, the mortgage lenders, and all them doing their one ding here or there. We're not going to have 4 dings in 2 years. You see what I'm saying? So you'll still be able to get any other thing you want without having the ding on your credit report. That's why this is so powerful for what the fintechs are doing. They're changing the game. But don't worry, the levers of power are going to say we don't want ordinary citizens, the OCs, to be able to have a 780 credit score. We can't have 80% of the population having that because, hell, they're knowing too much. They're getting too much education here. All right, let's keep going. I'm going to go into crypto because a lot of people don't understand that crypto is an asset. And then you can borrow against your crypto with Celsius and Nexo. And again, we're in that no credit check, no qualifying area, ladies and gentlemen. Again, you have money on Celsius or Nexo, crypto that is. Let's just say you had $10,000 and let's say you needed 4 grand. You go in, say I need 4 grand. They say in 10 minutes or less, here's your 4 grand and it's in your account. Then it's up to you to transfer it out to cash out. When they have their debit cards, then you'll be able to cash out. But the point I'm trying to make is no credit check, no qualifying, and you have assets sitting there. Similar to a margin account with stocks. So again, you get to win twice. Asset that possibly goes up in value. No credit check, no qualifying. I'm borrowing. That's the credit you want to do. But I'm hoping when you get these credit items, you're actually using it to invest. Where whatever you put the money in, it's giving you money back. So then that way you can pay back what you've borrowed. It's that simple, ladies and gentlemen. And here's Nexo, just so you can understand and get the logo and see what the pages look like. But again, no credit check, no qualifying. 2021 style with Stop Struggling Now. Now, while everybody's been running around, always looking to get their credit improved, please do not overlook the power of obtaining assets without having to jump through a mortgage broker, a mortgage lender, without having to go through a credit bureau to get your piece of the American pie. No barrier to entry. So this is why I introduced, like I showed here, 11 months ago. I thought it was just 8-9 months ago, but my, has time flied. And notice this is part 2. I don't know where part 1 is, but part 1 actually might have came out 12 months ago, if this is 11 months ago. So we're going to get into pre-construction condos because I can't let you guys sleep on this. If you've already been sleeping, I suggest you wake up and understand all the things you're working for your credit you could have already accomplished in 2 years from now. You could be out here getting pre-construction condos. I don't care if it's Mexico. I don't care if it's Punta Cana, Dominican Republic, or in the Dominican Republic. I don't care if it's in Miami. I don't care if it's in Texas. I don't care if it's in California. Wherever they have pre-construction condos where there's no qualifying, no credit check, and all you have to do is put a down payment down and then make monthly payments, and the value of the property naturally has to cost more because as you build in the next phase, the cost of construction increases. So you get to win twice. You get to buy at today's prices, and then when they finish 18 months to 2 years later, the cost a year from now is going to be more than the cost now. So therefore, due to inflation that's naturally going to occur, you get to receive appreciation on your property. So your money is actually working for you. And then after it's built, the property's worth more, and now you get to collect rents, whether it's monthly, whether it's weekly, whether it's vacation rentals. Either way, the thing that you have bought returns money to you, which means it's an asset. So, this is the beach in Punta Cana. Last year, you could have bought a 1-bedroom for $89,000 at this location. It's now, a year later, $126,000. All right, or sold out. But the point is, these are going up in value. Here's the other location, Vista Cana, that I was talking about. Places are sold out. Anything you want to buy has also increased astronomically. Last year, let's call it 11 months ago, you could have bought at either one of these places for under $100,000. In fact, you could have, well, at Vista Cana, not at the beach, at Vista Cana, you could have bought townhomes for 75 grand, 64 grand at this property you're looking at on the screen in Vista Cana. So I just wanted to illustrate to you that is no longer the case. These properties now are going to cost you 100 to 120 for the same property you could have bought last year and locked in your price and been paying a monthly payment of $500 a month. The price of a car that people pay for. And in a year and a half from now, when it's finished, you actually have something to show for it. Not only do you have a building that you can live in, but you also have a building that has appreciated in value, and also you get to have revenues coming in because you can rent it out. That's some of the things that you should be looking at. And I'm going to continue on. Before I end this, I'm not going to let you keep sleeping because some of you aren't on the live streams. A lot of you are not on the live streams. So I'm about to show you something else. Look at this downtown. Punta Cana. So some of you don't have excuses. In fact, everybody here watching this video no longer has an excuse. I'm almost like a little preaching today. Now, I want to show somebody something. I've been doing a little research because last night we were talking about the AC Hotel by Marriott. And the funny thing is the AC Hotel by Marriott appears, if you can see this, it's right here. It is actually behind the mall. This is the mall area. All right? And it's a small mall. It's not that big, even though, you know, they have like 2 banks in there. They have the grocery store at the end, which is like the biggest tenant. And then they have a little shops and things like that. But it's not a true mall like you would think in America. But they're actually behind the mall. When I was there, they had this area cordoned off. It was rounded and it said Marriott on it. I didn't realize that they meant behind this location. That's why it was roped off. I didn't realize that. So I thought the Marriott was going to be here, which is literally Coco Bongo, walk across the street. So I want you guys to understand this. So before we get into this, ladies and gentlemen, we got to talk about downtown so you don't miss out. Again, a lot of people miss out on opportunities. In fact, I just actually went too far. Let me get up to the first. There's 64 slides here, ladies and gentlemen. If you want to sit back and relax, this is going to be about pre-construction condos right now because no credit check, no qualifying, nothing do you need. Here's the full picture right here. All right? You can see the full picture. This right here, I believe, is going to be REA. This right here, I believe, is going to be REA Suites. They're sold out. All right? Over here, Central Park condos are going to be right here. Phase 2 and Phase 3 is coming up. Phase 2 and Phase 3 cost $3,000 more. Well, Phase 2 costs $3,000 more than Phase 1. Phase 3 is going to cost $6,000 more than Phase 1. Just to give you an idea, automatic appreciation across from the water park. This right here is a little lagoon that collects water. You could see the beach, the aerial view, how close it actually is. If they built a road that went directly there, I guess that's probably what's going to happen because why wouldn't it, right? Now, this is the opportunities that you have. You get to find out beforehand what's going to happen in downtown Punta Cana. Here's the mall. You see it's not really that big when you actually get up close and look at it. And there's a few shops right here on the outside, a workout place, and the mall to me is like half size. So this here are shops and stores. Then when you walk in, this here is the mall, and then down here at the end is the grocery store. So it's really not that big. But even though they do call it a mall, but at least there's places to shop. Now, let's keep moving. Why the value in a gas station, and I call it a car lot there. There's a business center, which I didn't know. Business center, office towers, 72 parking spaces. I don't know where that is. Restaurants. They are putting restaurants in now. So you have to understand, Hard Rock is already there. This is Hard Rock. Over here is a new one. Now, I'm going to move along. This is the new one. Maldito Parnay is what I'm going to call it. On the little lagoon, right behind the Hard Rock, they're building. That's neat. On the water, kind of cool. Freeway right beside. Interesting. But anyhow, You can see all the other little eating areas outside Coco Bongo. This is almost like a what you call those trailers with the food trucks. That's what this remind me of, even though they're buildings. But that's what these short food, quick, fast food kind of places. You can see some of them here, even Subway's there, and then a bunch of little places, bars and things. That's kind of cool, right? These exist already. This is here. So is Coco Bongo. Cirque du Soleil is coming starting in November 2021. They are building, and as you can see here, this is Coco Bongo. This is where the show and disco and everything is. And they're finally building up downtown. Dolphin Discovery, you want to swim with the dolphins? So be it. Here's Club 305. Of course, you got to have a place where there's a club, right? You're an up-and-coming city in town. Let's go. Who's going to party? Who's going to be in the VIP section, right? Now, development plan. You saw what already exists. Here is the master plan. Is this glorious or what, in my opinion? Okay. Now, the thing is, I'll call it the orange, is in 0 to 3 years. Some of this is going on as we speak. Look at this, where that Maldito Parn place is. Coco Bongo currently exists. Look, they're building, what do you think is going to be on this water here? I think it's going to be restaurants. I know they're going to be restaurants there. Shopping and restaurants right here. All right? That's going to be one of the things. And then here's where we're talking about here. Central Park is here. REA's here. You already now know, here's the Marriott back here. It's not even up here where they said it was going to be. All right? Now, here's that water park. The blue, though, that is going to be a 3 to 5 year plan, which means 2 years from now, they're going to start building in this area. All right? The blue sections. Even here. So if you can get in now, imagine what's going to happen when they start building up this area in 3 years. So when you have REA supposed to be done in March 2024, Central Park supposed to be done in January 2023, Hodelpa Garden Court 2023, Casa condos, when they're going to be done next year in 2022. Imagine the nightclub, the Cirque du Soleil, obviously coming this year. Maldito Parne also coming this year. 365 Club already here. Imagine what's going to happen 18 months from now, the value of any property downtown as they're bringing in, maybe not right now, how many visitors actually come downtown when there's only Coco Bongo, a few eating places, and a mall? And Dolphin Discovery. Who, after people go to these spots, they're leaving. There's nothing there. Now, what happens a year from now when there's restaurants, bars, nightclubs, water parks, things of this nature? Now people have a reason to stay downtown, and there's going to be hotels and everything else and condos and all that downtown. Doesn't that mean if we have 100,000, 200,000, a million visitors, they're going to have to stay somewhere per year? They're going to be staying downtown now because there's a reason to stay downtown. So if you were able to buy property right now for $100,000 downtown, would it be worth it 2 years from now, now knowing what the master plan is? All right? Phase 1, 0 to 3 years. Here's Coco Bongo. It already exists. This is not a rendering. This is actually what it looks like. This is not a rendering. This is exactly what it looks like. I don't know where these tennis courts are, or it's not tennis courts, but the soccer fields. I don't know where they are. I shouldn't say that. I do know where they are. Because when you drive by on the street, it was barely noticeable. Right here, when we drove by it, and it's set back, so I do know where it is actually. It was on the way to the beach property. Here's the water park. Seeing how this is going to work, there's going to be a reason for people to stay downtown. All right. Here we go, Cirque du Soleil coming in 2 months. It's already happening, ladies and gentlemen. Some of us wish our properties would be done next year. We'd be collecting revenues. Here we are, Noriega. Central Park business. If you guys want to start your own business, this is a good time. Please sit back and relax. We have another 30 pages if you're interested in a no credit check, no qualifying, how to buy pre-construction condo in Punta Cana area. But this would apply if it's in Mexico, Philippines, Asia, anywhere, South America, Europe. As long as the pre-construction is no credit check, no qualifying, you're locking in today's prices. So it's an investment opportunity that you can get right now. And in the future, this may go away. All right, meaning the no credit check, no qualifying. Here is Central Park, what it plans on looking like. This does not exist right now. This is a rendering. All right, this would be nice. That's downtown. This would be nice if they build it like that. Casa, they're sold out. A member of Stop Struggling Now, a couple members actually bought here at Casa. They got lucky. I believe they got. They'll have to chime in on the comments section. I can't remember if they were 1 bedrooms or 2 bedrooms for 120,000. But either way, 120, 130,000. They bought condos at this place, Casa. How much do you think they're going to be worth after phase 1 gets completed and then phase 2 starts 2 years from now? Let me know what you guys think down below. 108 units. They're sold out, by the way. All right. Here's the hotel that's going to be in here. January 2023, phase 1. Hodelpa. Central Park Residences, June 2023. You guys saw their rendering. It looks a lot better than this right here, computer generated thing. But if it looks like what they showed, that place would be off the charts. REA Suite and Residences sold out. Won't be done for 3 years from now, 2024. Stores underneath. Shopping, ladies and gentlemen. A person now has no reason to leave downtown if they're staying there. They have shops, they have bars, they have restaurants, they have shows, they have clubs, they have entertainment, they have a mall. And Kathmandu Park isn't even on here because they don't consider Kathmandu Park apparently part of downtown. Okay, it's 2 miles outside of downtown. What is that, a 5-minute drive, 3-minute drive, 5-minute, 20-minute walk? I mean, that's how close this adventure entertainment park is. Here we go with REA still. Sold out, by the way. Phase 2, 3 to 5 years. Oh yeah, you got the Moxie Hotel, 2024. This is 3 years. The Eclectic Place. Some more corporate buildings and conference center coming in 2024. Now you're going to have people going to the island for conventions. And they're going to be staying where? Downtown, ladies and gentlemen. Not just for entertainment anymore. Going to be staying right here downtown Punta Cana. Convention center, business complexes. Here's the U residential coming in 2024, which aren't even for sale yet. A little Asian themed, minimalist Asian. This could be awesome. 2025, more commercial space. But you can lock in commercial space price of $25,000 right now at Central Park. And have your own office there for $25,000, $35,000 and start your own business there. Because you know, as the influx of tourists and the influx of people that own, somebody has to manage this stuff. Not everybody's going to be living on the island that buys property there, or who's going to need housekeeping, or who's going to need for their businesses some sort of janitorial services. Who's going to also think about who's going to partake in the moving people, the people moving business, transportation business. Now is going to be needed more than ever. Convention center. This is all they needed to do right here. This should have been like number 1 on the list in my opinion, but without infrastructure, you can't be bringing over 5,000 people when there's no place to stay downtown. So 2026 makes sense. After the infrastructure is built where they are able to hold 5,000 people downtown, that's why you have to wait for 5 years. But this is coming, and this right here, creme de la creme. This tops it off, ladies and gentlemen. The outlet mall, yes. Hell of a plan. Gotta love it. So remember earlier when I showed you that the beach property, the beach is in downtown. That property now, the value has increased in my eyes because you're not actually downtown, but you are walking distance 5 minutes, not even 5 minutes, probably 3 minutes to walk to downtown. And of course, they're going to have a shuttle to boot. So either way, you're right there. So you're not going to be in downtown, but you're just a little on the outskirts. And they're going to actually have more amenities around them as well. Yes, I do know some other information that they're not showing on this downtown master plan. All right. So the beach actually becomes more valuable now because of the downtown, which I didn't know about this master plan until recently. They did though. And another condo hotel, which gives a person another opportunity in 2026 to buy a condo that people are going to check in at the hotel and you get to have revenue. But the question is, how much is it going to cost? That's the question, right? We don't know how much it's going to cost because it's going to be awfully heavy cost. I believe by the time they get around to it, I think it's going to be where you could buy these at I'm trying to Central Park. You could buy studios at the time $61,000. A studio at this place or hotel room, I don't think it's going to be $61,000. I don't think so, ladies and gentlemen, but we will see. Now, I think I've went past something, but here we go. Commercial and residential, that's the U. And here we are. This actually exists right now. This is a live picture where you can see. Again, I call this the car dealership, gas station, and here's the mall. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to close this out. Phase 1, 36 months. Phase 2, 36 months. Phase 3, 60 months from now. There you go. 5 years, 3 years, 5 years from now, 2026, ladies and gentlemen, they're going to be done. And that's going to be 1,100, 1,200, 2,600, they're saying about 4,000 jobs. And more than that when it's indirect jobs. Indirect could be people who are actually in the shows, the bodies you need, for that, the bodies you need for security, the bodies you need where people are delivering food and supplies to everywhere downtown, the people that have to do the upkeep for the pools, the jacuzzis, the lawn service care, it could be endless. Just on that alone, without even actually getting tourists down there, you're going to need thousands of people to handle. Never mind the people at the hotels and in the new stores that they're building. So I just want to bring that up, ladies and gentlemen, because let's face facts. If you're not on top of this, this is why a lot of people lose money, because you're not on top of it. You are not privy to information because you're busy grinding away 9 to 5. You're not out here looking for opportunities. Some of you are out here looking for credit only, not realizing you could be using no credit and putting down money for your future right now. And 2 years goes by just like that. So let me know if you're going to join another 30 plus members on the SSN Nation to buy pre-construction property. Hell, we have 30 members buying pre-construction property in Punta Cana alone. There's another 2 or 3 members who bought in Santo Domingo and over in Sosua area. So it's not just restricted to the Punta Cana area. It's all over the islands, all around the world this is happening. All right? So keep that in mind. We have another member who purchased pre-construction in Cabo San Lucas area. All right? More and more people keep finding out, and then they contact me afterwards and they start saying, man, because I saw your videos, I went and got something over at, instead of Punta Cana, someplace else. So remember, there's something in Miami right now, downtown, on the little river, called lofty that's coming out. Now it's pricey, but again, it's pre-construction. You're gonna have to put down like 30% or 20% on a $500,000 condo. But again, $500,000 at the moment, $1 million in about 3 years. So take your pick. You can lock your price in right now. So with all that said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. And please like, subscribe, and click the bell below so you get the latest updates. And I know it's hard out here. And if you're still here after 40 minutes, thank you so much. Because that means you're actually out here trying to figure out and look for opportunities. A wise man says, knowledge is power. So make sure you soak up as much knowledge as you can, because you never know when opportunity knocks and when you're going to be able to take care of that opportunity. And with all that said, keep your head up, keep moving, and I'm out.